The new coupe SUV represents the maximum expression of the French brand in terms of design, technology and performance. As with other recent models of the brand, the chosen name has an important meaning. On this occasion, the Rafale recalls Renault's history as a manufacturer of aviation engines in the 1930s, and more specifically, the Caudron-Renault Rafale, a record-breaking aircraft that reached a top speed of 445 km per hour in 1934. In addition to being the new flagship of the French brand, it is also a car that symbolizes the beginning of a new era in the field of aesthetics within Renault, as it is the first car designed entirely according to the principles of the new design language introduced by Gilles Vidal. We are talking about a car whose main feature is a slightly raised fastback body and accompanied by visual protection elements at the bottom. The front end is dominated by a new grille, an extended bonnet, stylized headlights and the lighting signature that debuted on the recently updated Renault Clio. The side view shows a flowing roofline, resulting in a rear window with a tilt angle of 17 degrees, designed to maintain the free height of the second row of seats. This is an important factor to maximize the vehicle's aerodynamics. Its 20-inch alloy wheels will not go unnoticed, with a very elegant handwritten style reminiscent of those used on small aircraft in the first half of the 20th century. Not to mention the fact that the model name on the boot lid is a font. All this with widely spaced pilot lights inspired by the Chinese game of tangram and two new shades: pearl satin white and Alpine blue, also available in desire red, brilliant black and slate grey. Inside the Rafale, you will notice certain similarities with the Austral and E-Space, mainly due to the presence of dual OpenR displays for the multimedia system, based on Android Automotive 12, and the instrument cluster. You can find some new elements such as sports seats and, in particular, the Solar Bay panoramic roof with PDLC liquid crystal technology. This allows you to adjust the opacity of the glass to 4 positions: fully transparent, fully opaque, transparent in front and opaque behind, and vice versa. In addition, its presence gives 30 mm of headroom in the rear seats, and heating of the cabin is limited, as it allows light to enter but does not allow heat to enter. Other notable elements include the rear seat's smart armrest, recycled materials, distinctive blue finishes, a 9.3-inch head-up display and 8 customizable lighting scenes. Access to the rear seats poses no problem, as the generously sized rear doors provide enough room to easily enter and exit the vehicle. Although the opening angle is nowhere near 90 degrees, it would be around 70 degrees. What is striking is the good distance for the legs. Renault says it is 302 mm, and, above all, the head with wide and slightly inclined backrests, which provide a very high degree of comfort relative to the characteristics of the body. In addition, the central armrest has a slightly peculiar design devoted to multimedia activities, as it includes 2 USB sockets, space for storing tablets or smartphones, and 2 foldable supports for viewing the screens of said devices. As for the boot, it offers a 530-liter capacity, a generous loading opening and very streamlined shapes. It has a double bottom to store the spare wheel and the tailgate opens automatically. Based on the CMF-CD platform, the Rafale sports the same wheelbase as the E-Space, with track tracks extended by 40 mm on each axle. The Rafale is equipped with 32 ADAS systems and has adaptive LED headlights for low beams and matrix headlights for high beams. Renault Rafale is currently only offered with the 200 horsepower E-Tech hybrid drive system. We are talking about a set that combines a 1.2-liter 3-cylinder turbocharged gasoline engine, producing 130 HP and 205 Nm, with 2 electric motors and a 2 kWh lithium-ion battery at 400 volts. According to Renault, this mechanism achieves a total consumption of 4.7 L/100 km and a range of up to 1,100 km. As for the engine, this 200 horsepower is presented in a rather progressive and slightly livelier manner in the sport configuration. The sound reaching the cabin is not very noticeable, which gives a good idea about the sound insulation of the vehicle. Rafale Techno E-Tech Full Hybrid 200 HP, €41.807. Rafale Esprit Alpine E-Tech Full Hybrid 200 HP, €46.172. The first deliveries will take place in June.